Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Caravan of Garbage, where we're going to be talking about the four Jason Bourne movies and another Bourne movie.
I love that.
Adjacent Bourne. We'll get to it.
Mostly good.
Mostly good.
I think?
Yeah, please leave a like, because this is... Oh, you don't have to leave a like for this. Well, you could. This is the second adaptation of a Jason Bourne book.
You're saying people should like this video for that factoid.
Yeah, why not?
Because you did a real deep dive.
You can pick another reason.
Okay. You just like our faces?
Yeah, that's right.
In these PNGs?
Yeah.
That are shaking and dancing?
Yeah, look at us go.
Wow.
That's not free to make either. We're paying someone to do that.
It's crazy.
It's outrageous.
The prices are outrageous.
We could have got AI to do it, but we didn't. We got a person. We got a man to do that.
That's right.
There he is.
Yeah. Next time we're going to print them out and just dance them on
Yeah.
sticks. We'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do it. So yeah, there was an adaptation of The Bourne Identity in 1988 for TV with Richard Chamberlain.
Okay.
I've never seen that. Don't really know anything about it. And then...
Sounds British. Yuck.
Yeah, agreed. And then it kind of went, like in development for a decade plus. Mm-hmm. Doug Liman directed this one.
That's right.
And the only one, and it was his idea after doing Go and Swingers to make this movie.
He's since done Edge of Tomorrow, incredible movie.
Yep.
As well as Chaos Walking. So you can't win them all, can you?
Well, that's the one where if you look at Tom Holland's memories, he's got a mind snake.
That's right. And then there's a girl on the planet.
What's a girl doing on Mind Snake Man Planet?
Boy planet? What's a girl doing there? Get out of here. No girls allowed.
I haven't seen that movie, but I do know that it sucks.
He also directed some episodes of the MTV series I Just Want My Pants Back.
That's true too.
So I guess you can win them all.
You can win some or all. Yeah, I feel like this did set a new standard for action, not in the way that The Matrix did a few years prior, but it also is responsible for that really choppy fight choreography editing, like Liam Neeson climbing over that fence.
Yes.
This led to that. In a way.
Yeah, I don't think it's Lyman's fault, though, is it?
No, I don't think it is. I mean, it's people thinking they can ape the style without kind of understanding what about it makes it work.
Yeah. I think if they'd done Jason Bourne climbing over a fence in this movie, I think they would have given Matt Damon some, prep time to climb the fence. So they wouldn't have to do it in 20 different cuts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Matt Damon isn't 70 years old.
Not currently.
He
looks so young in this, though.
Oh my God, a fresh-faced Matt Damon.
Right?
He wasn't even old enough to take down Facebook yet, which he does in another one of these later.
Oh, he wasn't even old enough to give wise advice on that episode of Hot Ones yet.
But I think he's perfect in this. So I don't think he was the first choice. There's another name that we'll talk about a bit later, but...
Clint Eastwood?
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
Well, in the books... Well, the first one in particular, he's a bit older than this. He's not
right.
in his 30s. He's like an experienced assassin, CIA man, or whatever you want to call him.
Did you read all the books for research?
Yeah, I read them all. I read all of them. They're all the same.
That's great.
Don't ask me any further questions.
Okay.
Because I'll just tell you they're all the same.
I trust you.
They're all the same.
Wow.
But yeah, he's got so many Bourne identities in this. I mean, you're going through his passports. One of them, he's wearing a turtleneck. That's good.
My goodness.
He's got Aussie money, which I love to see.
I didn't see that.
You can swim with it. It's plastic,
it's the
Mason.
plastic money, right? That was very exotic at the time, yeah.
Absolutely.
What's he got in there? Some pineapples? Got a few
No,
pineapples?
He had some 10s.
That's weird.
Yeah, I agree.
At least they're blue. That's fun.
That is fun, yeah. So this was written by William Blake Herron and Tony Gilroy.
Tony Gilroy, the Andor guy.
Exactly.
The guy who doesn't care about Star Wars, and that's how he made a good Star Wars.
That's how you do it,
Wow.
yeah.
I guess he didn't care about the incredible world of sexy undercover espionage either. That's how he wrote a good one.
I think you're probably right, yeah. But during production, this was a bit of a nightmare. Universal were constantly sending memos to Doug Liman after viewing dailies.
Memos?
Memos. Well, it's early 2000s, probably faxing it.
Make the movie better.
I guess they had email then, didn't they?
Yeah.
We were doing an email or
Sure.
maybe they sent him an MSN message.
Uh-oh. That's an ICQ.
It is, but
Kids, you're going to have to look that up.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Just watch your Minecraft movie,
That's
all
right.
right? That's where you're at.
They had to fire up AOL.
Yep.
And then they had to send him a very slow email.
That's right, yeah. One of the memos urged Lyman to consider using a montage accompanied by suitable wrap-up music to introduce the final act like Tony Scott shoots. And Lyman sent the studio back a message letting them know that if that's the ending they wanted, maybe they should hire Tony Scott to film it.
Ooh, bold.
That also explains why Doug Lyman didn't direct another one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he doesn't get enough credit because I think, and I like this series in general, I think this is the best one.
It might be.
And it absolutely sets the tone.
It was so fresh at the
Oh
time.
my God. It changed James Bond for the better for a time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because as people know, the James Bond franchise just steals from all the innovative stuff.
Yep. It was innovative once, I think, maybe in the 60s, and then it's just, space? You like space? Are you space? We like that.
Good, you got space. It's me, Cubby Broccoli. I'll give you space.
I also think this feels like a European movie, even though it is like an American production, because it shows Europe in a way from the perspective of a normal person or a local. He's not running up the Eiffel Tower or driving a car around the Eiffel Tower.
Or driving a Mini Cooper up the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, there's none of that.
Yeah.
And I think that in itself is really interesting. And I think even when you get to like John Wick, which is obviously more fantastical than that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, it's John Wick. It's obviously way more elevated than that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not just showing, the Eiffel Tower getting hit by a rocket and melting and whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe that happens in the Facebook one. I don't really remember that.
I think that happens in Tomorrowland, a movie that nobody saw or liked.
I also like that his sidekick is just a person.
It's Franca Potente.
Yeah.
She's Run Lola Run.
Agreed.
And others.
Yeah, and she's running around in here too.
She's in the MCU one. No, wait, she's in Titans.
The TV series?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah.
Should I watch that?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Don't worry about it.
It's gone, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I
it.
won't worry about it, yeah. I mean, I've heard good things, but I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it's interesting that he makes her get a haircut and he just looks like Matt Damon. We need to change our identities, our Bourne identities. I'll keep mine and I'll give you a haircut.
Yeah, that's right.
You cool with that?
It's going to be bad, just to be clear. It's way worse than your regular haircut.
I'm good at a lot of things. You've seen that, but I'm not good at this. And I'm not going to practice. But what he did practice, Mason,
Go on.
is the action sequences. Matt Damon, he wasn't really known as an action guy before this. Like, he was in Saving Private Ryan. And
He's the coward in that movie, isn't he?
That's true.
That's why they had to save him, because he was too much of a coward.
Yeah.
Should be called Saving the Coward Private Ryan.
From himself, because he's such a coward.
That's
He won't-
right.
And he won't stop crying.
Grow up, Private Ryan.
But he trained in the Filipino martial art Kali and also Jeet Kune Do.
Kali?
Yeah, Kali. Kali? Kali?
Sounds like a hairdresser. Maybe you should have learned the hairdressing from her as well.
Maybe you should have. And Jeet Kune Do,
That's
which...
Bruce Lee's.
That is Bruce Lee's, that's
Bruce
right.
Lee's martial art.
And you see like a lot of that in there. And I love the way he fights in this. I think my favorite action sequences in this is where he punches that guy in the balls and then he throws him down the stairs and he slides down the stairs like he's a cartoon character.
Absolutely.
Just splayed and in incredible pain because he got full on punched in the balls.
Your favorite action sequence isn't the one where he uses a guy as like a Silver Surfer surfboard and falls down the staircase and then just lands on him.
I think I made the case for my favorite action sequence.
Okay, so it's not the one that makes zero sense. It would have caused him to break his spine and
No,
legs. Okay,
it
right.
was this one.
That's the one downfall of this movie, I think, is that specific moment.
I think you're probably right. Well, there was going to be a more fantastical ending, which we'll get to, but I love all the hand-to-hand stuff in this, especially that fight in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy who he did that with, he's an actual professional stuntman, and he trained Matt Damon on that. And apparently every time Matt Damon hit him, he would give him like a bottle of champagne. So he was like, you can hit me as much as you want, I don't mind.
Okay, right.
God, that guy has the craziest ways to both enter and exit an apartment.
Absolutely.
Just explodes into the room on a cable firing a machine gun.
Yeah,
And then just somersaults to his death over that balcony.
that's right.
God, what a guy.
Yeah. I love also, him less so, but I like the fact that all the Treadstone assassins are just guys.
Yeah.
Like, because that is back in the day.
That's how you blend in, right?
That's back in the day. That's how all those guys looked. You ever see a picture of one of those like tier 1 special forces operatives, and they're always just some nerd in glasses, and it's like, this guy killed 400 men in a day. You're like, damn, all right.
In a day.
Like nobody's decked out in the tactical gear and the 17
No, you
guns
can't
or whatever.
stand out. That's like the point of this. Exactly. Clive Owen's one of them. He's wearing glasses. He's a proper nerd.
Yuck.
It's called The Professor. Yeah, that fight sequence in the apartment, that was rehearsed over 2 months, which was the most rehearsed sequence of the film. I think there are some punching sound effects in that do let it down.
That's true,
They're,
yes.
they're a little exaggerated, but other than that, I think it's pretty much perfect. And that pen moment, oh my God. I'd never seen I just never seen that at the time.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh yeah, you could do that in a movie, I guess. And again, John Wick does a lot of that. He's killing people with all sorts of things, whatever he can get. Apparently the idea behind this was that they would write Bourne into really complicated scenarios and then, puzzle solve about how to get him out of it.
And the answer was often a pen.
Sometimes
A pen and a man.
A pen and a man, yeah. So I also think what's interesting about the character and just this movie and I guess everybody in it, nobody's perfect.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. Like
You might say Pobody's nerfect.
you might even say that.
That was the slogan in the books. You don't have to be a brainwashed assassin to work here, but it helps.
Hang in there.
Yeah, that's
Cat
right.
poster.
Yeah. Don't tumble off a balcony to your death.
Yeah, unless you lose a fight in an embarrassing way. Like with a pen, for example.
Then definitely do that.
Yeah. Like, for example, I don't know if I mentioned this, the bit where he hits that guy in the balls and he slides down the stairs
You
like
did
a
mention
cartoon.
that, yeah.
Okay, so I did. He pauses for a minute and he goes, and he goes back and he grabs the radio. Like, he hurts the guy and then he's like, oh, no, wait. And then he goes, there's little moments like that. When he's going through the embassy looking to escape, he pulls like a map off the wall. Like he doesn't just know where he's going.
Yeah.
Or like he's never been in that building, or if he has, he doesn't remember. He's looking at a map during the car chase. Like he doesn't just automatically know the streets of Paris. So he's trying to figure things out, problem solve as he goes. Whereas James Bond would just, he just knows everything most of the time.
unrelatable.
Yeah, he is unrelatable.
The number of maps I've stolen off the walls of embassies. Sometimes you gotta.
You got to. How else are you going to get out of that?
Where's the toilet? Rip. Where is it? Where's the toilet? Tell me. Take a hostage. Where's the toilet?
What are you saying? Toilet.
Toilet.
We don't know.
Well, thanks for your time. I'll be back later.
Car chase is great also.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's certainly not the first funny car chase, a funny little car chase. That's the Italian job,
Sure,
obviously.
yeah. But there's nothing funny about this, Mason.
That's true.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I like how packed the streets are. You know what it reminds me of, and you'll appreciate this, and actually got the same team that worked on this movie, Ronin.
Oh, yeah.
So the car chase in Ronin, which is a phenomenal movie.
The great Frankenheimer, the great John Frankenheimer.
Yeah, it does feel a lot like that,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah, just...
Well, because it's got that European flavour.
Yeah, it's grey.
Yeah.
It's a grey city. Oh, I don't know. It just says, how the fuck is Walter Goggins in this?
Oh, he's
he's having a big moment at the moment.
I mean, if you're not interested in checking it out based on anything else we've said, the fact that we're going through the Walton Goggins renaissance right now. He's got like 3 or 4 lines in this.
Yeah, he does.
He's in there.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's really changed.
What do you mean?
I mean, you look at him there and you look at him now. You wouldn't think that guy there becomes the guy that he is now.
Huh.
Maybe it's because he's ripped and he's got longer hair and he's tan. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know what's going on.
A man can do that.
A man can do anything.
That's right. But bear in mind, Poverty's nerfect.
That is so true. I mean, there's a number of great names in this. Like, what's his name?
Brian Cox is in this.
Brian Cox is in this. That other guy, whatever his name is, Chris Cooper.
Chris Cooper's
in this, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's all good, man. I love all of that. And as mentioned, Clive Owen. So I love that sequence. Those two like standing off against each other.
Uh-huh.
Like when he explodes the fuel tank and it just like sets everything off.
Oh, I think Mythbusters would have a little issue with that.
He can fuck off, Mason.
Whoa.
We're here to look at a cool movie and have a cool time, all right?
All right, fine. Well,
They don't even do that anymore. Maybe Adam Savage does a simple... I do like his YouTube channel. He seems very fun. He actually has the Jason Bourne red duffel bag.
He has it.
He owns it, yeah.
He dares to do that
That's
after
right.
probably doing an episode of Mythbusters that says you can't blow up a fuel tank by shooting it with a gun. And then he has the audacity, James,
Yep.
to then somehow acquire the red duffel bag
Yeah.
that has all of Jason Bourne's pineapples in it.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I agree.
Nah, good on him.
I'm pretty mad about this scenario that might be true also. We're both angry
We're
about
both
this.
angry. Thank you. Thank you for having my back.
But, seeing a showdown between these two guys, they both have a similar set of skills. Mm-hmm. And I love that. And it's incredibly tense. And, using...
Wouldn't it be better, though, if they both had, like, similar matching, like,
Jet
CGI
skis?
nanotech outfits?
Oh,
and
okay.
they were fighting on an impossibly tall CGI building or something, and there's a... I'm just picturing Black Panther at the end of Black Panther. It'd be better if it was just that, wouldn't
Look, nobody likes the ending of Black Panther, including the people who made it and worked on that sequence because it was rushed. But yeah, no, I guess I would prefer that if they were wearing invulnerable nanotech suits fighting on a weird train platform.
it? Yes! A nanotech train platform. A nanotech monorail.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, in the ending sequence is he busts out of the building and he rides a dude down the center of the stairwell. Which, look, I don't have a problem with.
Okay.
I'm okay with it,
Uh-huh.
Mason. You're not okay with it?
I guess I'll have to be okay with
You
it.
bounce off that guy. It's fine. It's like when you're in an elevator and it's crashing. You jump.
You jump at the
and
end.
it's
You do a
fine.
little hop at the end. That's true.
Yeah.
They probably teach you that in Treadstone training.
They definitely do. And they probably looked at that on Mythbusters and said it's not true.
They probably call it the Treadstone hop.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Amazing.
Don't forget, do the Treadstone hop. And there's a little jingle that goes with it. Do the Treadstone hop.
Po body's nerfic, but do the Treadstone hop.
Precisely.
Yeah. I think the thing with an elevator is that you're supposed to lie flat.
I don't think it works at all, James.
No. It's because then you're using your body like it's hitting all of you as opposed to like just your feet. And does that make sense?
I don't think there's enough.
Oh no, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die. But if you're in that situation, that'll make you feel better for a second.
Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, one of the considered endings
Go on.
was where Bourne is pursued by assassins on motorbikes with rockets.
Okay. Rocket launchers, or there are rockets on the motorbikes?
No, they've got rocket launchers, I believe.
Okay.
Matt Damon reportedly hated this ending and refers to it as that damn rocket and motorbikes ending.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Okay, all right. Language, please.
All right, Grandpa.
Oh, man. Great movie. I like it. Anyway, it's time for the Bourne Old Trivia.
That's very good.
This is a trivia section of the show where we go, hey, you know anything?
Hey, who are you talking to there?
I'm talking to me.
Okay.
And I do.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you did another persona.
that's
a
right.
deeply buried second persona.
No, it's all on the surface. Just bouncing between them. You've probably noticed.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
I am unstable.
You should see a professional.
I never will.
Okay, terrific. Well, if you did, we wouldn't get any more trivia, would we?
Exactly. Most of the US Marines in the Zurich consulate were actually Marine security guards assigned to the embassies in Europe at the request of producer Frank Marshall. So they used their own uniform and worked with the director on the dialogue, most of which was cut, and developed the tactics they use in clearing the embassy.
Do you think that their fellow Marines thought it was cool they were in a movie, or embarrassing they got beat up by Jason Bourne?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, yes.
Yeah. You're saying the guy that got punched in the balls.
The guy that got punched in the balls, yeah.
Yeah, that is embarrassing. Absolutely. Yeah, he probably got fired.
Probably got fired.
How did you let this happen?
Yeah.
If this could happen to you, you can't work here.
Yeah. They probably called him Private Ball Punched the rest of his career, which wasn't long.
Yeah, I'd imagine not. Brad Pitt was apparently offered the role, but he chose to do Spy Game instead with Robert Redford.
Okay.
A movie that, as far as I know, nobody's seen. I've seen it. It's all right. I like Robert Redford.
Great. Is it the Bourne Identity, though?
No, this is way better.
Didn't think so.
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but there is a 2008 adaptation of this. It's sort of based on the book, but it's basically the game.
You mean a video game adaptation?
What did I say?
You just said an adaptation.
It is an adaptation.
Okay.
I think that is true.
Okay.
That remains to be true.
All right, but specifically into a video game format.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And it seems as if that at one point they might have had the likeness of Matt Damon and then lost it. Because
Okay.
a lot of the sequences are just ripped straight from the movie.
Okay.
But it's also in the era where every lead character just looked like Nathan Drake.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah.
I've been playing it because we're going to be looking at it at bigsandwich.co.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's a fun little.
The modern remastery
Entry.
has the face of Skibbity Toilet. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's good.
Keep it relevant. Walton Goggins, Skibbity Toilets.
Isn't Michael Bay doing the Skibbity Toilet movie?
Oh, almost certainly. That seems like a match made in heaven.
I think that is true. Anyways, box office on a budget of 60 million, and it did go over. There was a lot of concern about, is it spiraling? Are we out of control here?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Have we punched enough men in the balls? Or too many?
No, I don't think so. Its return was 214 million, which is very solid for this. It also did really well in rentals and home release. And again, Matt Damon has talked about this on Hot Ones, that this was also in the era where your movie didn't need to make 500 million to $1 billion and become a franchise.
Because there were dividends and so forth.
That's right.
Action figures, that Skibbity Toilet game.
Exactly.
You know? Jason Bourne action figure with punch a man in the balls action.
And he slides down the stairs and he goes...
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyways,
Go on.
we're going to be looking at more Jason Bourne next week with the Bourne Supremacy, I think it's called the next one.
I think it is the Bourne Supremacy.
I do get these mixed up in terms of titles, but yeah. This is the closest adaptation of the books.
Oh, because you've read all the books.
Yeah, and they're all the same. And they just kind of, they go off in their own direction, the movies, and Treadstone's a different thing in the movies than it is in the books, which again are all the same. And now a different guy writes them because Robert Ludlum is dead.
That is true.
Yeah, and you're okay with that?
I mean, Puppet is perfect.
It's true.
You can't live forever and continue to make Bourne books.
So true, man. Yeah. But if you want to see that early, you can actually head over to bigsandwich.co, where in addition to early videos, as mentioned, we do video game Let's Plays. Coming up very soon, we're going to be playing that Jason Bourne video game.
Huzzah!
Well, it's actually called Robert Ludlum's... Ludlum's?
Robert Ludlum, yes.
Yeah. I've probably been saying his name wrong.
No, you said Ludlum.
I'm the best. And nobody's perfect, except I am. Robert Ludlum's The Bourne Conspiracy.
I see.
Good, just rolls off the tongue.
Was he alive at the time?
2008? Good
That
question.
would suggest that they put it across his desk and said, "What do you think of this? Can we put your name on it?" And he went, "All right."
No, he died in 2001. Oh, that's right. He died during the production of this.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy days.
Robert, would you mind if we tested the ball punching on you? Just to see how real it is. No, you'll be fine. Trust me.
You're going to love it. We also do bonus podcasts. We do movie commentaries. It's $9 a month. It helps support this channel if you are interested, or you can just hang out here. That's fine. And also we have a podcast called The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. That comes out every Monday.
Ain't that the truth?
Yep. It's got its own YouTube channel. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. We have a grand old time talking about the big movie or TV show of the week, and then whatever else.
That's right. Every week, crossing our fingers for a new Bourne adventure.
And that's right. Which is coming.
Jack Black's going to take the role.
Good.
He's in everything now.
He's in everything, and he won't stop. He won't stop doing it.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you to Ben for the edit.
Thank you, Ben.
See you in the next one.
Grab that jammy, guys. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Ball punch.
Yeah, it was good. Best action sequence
No,
in the movie.
I punched you in the balls.
Oh, no.
We're acting a thing out.
Oh.
No, that was perfect.
No, but
That
you
was
really
good.
did it.
Yeah, I know.
Good thing you hit my other personality, so I don't feel it.
It's good. This is good.
Did we
work.
mention he lost his memory in this?
No, we didn't mention Julia Stiles either. She's in this.
Yeah.
Does a smaller role, but it increases as the.
Yeah.
Anyway, hit in the balls.
Yeah.
Act it out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, got him.
Bloody hell.
Got him
Come
good.
on, mate.
Ah.